Hey everybody, Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups. It is Thursday, the 12th day of June, and it's still raining. A whole week is shot because of this dang rain. Just can't believe it. There I am. Okay, let me style the video. Well, I tell you, these riots are getting to be kind of like in the 60s, the Vietnam War riots. Okay, I'm gonna like it. And we're going to share it to the internet. No. Oh, screwed up. And we're going to share it to memories, messages, live videos. Okay, Ginger's in, Marilyn's in, I'm in. Yeah, it's still raining. Disaster, total disaster. Not only at this location, at several. I need this rain to go away permanently, or for 30 or 40 days anyway. Okay, anybody got anything that they want to... I will announce the launch at noon. I'm waiting to hear from somebody to see if they have kind of a small capacity, but they wanted us to come over there, and so but then they messaged me before I announced it last night, and they said they thought they had a birthday party, so she said she'd let me know by 10 o'clock. So we might try something new, or we might go back to one of our other places. Yeah, these riots. Obama deports 3 million. Trump's deported what? 90,000, 100,000. And people want to compare these riots to the January 6th. We're not talking about the January 6th. Those people have already been tried and convicted or not convicted. This is the current riots, this destruction. I saw one video where they're tearing up sidewalks to get rocks to throw at the police. They ought to put every one of them people in jail immediately. Same forecast. Right now on NBC. Beach board votes indefinitely to close beach at Lake Veranda in Arlington. Where is Lake Veranda in Arlington? I've never even heard of it. How can you help me? Buy some t-shirts or caps. They're $20 each, or bring your car over here and let me polish the headlights. I see Tim Love is with Maddie on the 25 years of Western Cuisine. Fort Worth Zoning Commission to hear new stockyards proposal. When is that supposed to be? You can go to these zoning commissions. They're gonna vote on to bring a 5-story, 128 room hotel just off Northwest 28th in Clinton. I'm trying to think, I know exactly where that is. That'll be a good area. Yeah, that'll pass, I think. Cowboys quarterback on thin ice. Who cares? Fort Worth mayor declares y'all means all with recognition for LGBTQ Pride Month. Fort Worth's newest cocktail bars. Is that the old Greek place that Tim opened up? No, it's Brian Torres and C.K. Sanders. We've got enough of these bars and stuff, but then we don't. Texas bans taxpayer-funded bail, including for arrested protesters. No, there's not much local news there. So much for that deal. Let's see what Channel 5 has to say. Denton husband killed by a lightning strike on golf course. Well, they say that's why they quit playing when it starts lightning. And they talk about the city to the east. No mention of Fort Worth. I'm out on y'all. Let's see what Channel 8 has to say. Can't find them. There they are. More storms in the forecast. Jesus Christ. Rain, rain, and more rain. Well, the news people are tired of talking about stuff, I guess. Nothing new locally, doesn't look like. Brittany's in, Larry's in, Aaron's in, Marilyn. Where's the phone? Hold on. See who's calling me. On the post I made, are you on the feed? The post I made about know your city council member. You have to, one of the rules is you have to put your city council member's name in there so they can address it or contact you or something. And it has to be about Fort Worth or Tarrant County. It's not a discussion post, that's just what's going on with you, what's your issue with the city. I'd rather you just do one at a time. And all of the city council, the mayor and city council monitor this group because it's so large, and they want to address stuff that we have issues with. So my council member here at this address is Michael Crane, and I put on there roads. I mean, everybody keeps saying, well, you got this going. A definite answer, Michael or somebody. The roads are terrible. I made the mistake this morning, instead of taking 820, 199 to 820 to 30, I just came down 199 to University. If you hadn't been over there by the Botanical Gardens, that is a nightmare. I don't know what they're doing over there, but it's a disaster. Shorty's in. Shorty hadn't seen you in a while. So, but if you go on there and you're bullying or berating or calling names, your comment will be gone, and guess what else is gone? You. It's not a discussion deal for other people to weigh in and say, oh, Larry, here's what the roads, yada, yada, yada. It's addressed to each council member. So it's not an open discussion. All I want you to do is post in there something that make a comment about what's your main issue. Property, you can put my members, Chris Nettles, it's property tax, you know. This way they can know what we're talking about. Not interested. No, we're not posting about the LA riots. I hope that curfew is going to work. I'm getting questions from all sides here. Okay. Not going to answer questions that have to do with Waco. I'm sure there's a Waco site. How many inches have you had, George, since this week? God, it rained last week, the week before, the week before. I think we're going on 6 or 7 weeks of at least 2 or 3 days of every week. This week, we hit 100% every day. If you're in the car wash business or detail business, people are not going to get their cars detailed or washed when it's going to rain in an hour or the next morning. I need the rain to go away. 3.5 as of this morning. That's total for this week. Hell, I've had more than that in Spring and Hazel. Look at the yards. The yard business ought to be good, and we need a yard service. Can I do 10 people on Saturday? Sure. Here's our Cleveland group. Come early. Oh, 7.5 inches this week. Yeah, thank you. Come early, Cleveland. On Saturday, 8:30. And, you know, you can all come together, 10 people at once. My voice carries. I don't know. I don't think it's actually supposed to rain on Saturday, but What do I know? Where's Harold Taft when we need him? Noon. You know, I'm going to try to get... I sent an invite to the zoo, the botanical garden, and to the nature center about seeing if one of their representatives want to come on so we can, especially that nature center. Very few people know about it. We need to bring it to the forefront. In fact, we might be able to have a group tour out there. Have any of y'all ever been to the Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge? Where's my sheriff's badge? Who shot the sheriff? I had a deputy sheriff give me that. Okay, so what's going on with y'all? Anything? I don't know about a trial for that Frisco deal. Out of my wheelhouse. If it's not Fort Worth or Tarrant County. I mean, it's important to me, but I'm sure the trial's not anywhere near, is it? I don't want to say what my thoughts are about it. It's horrible. It's horrible that we can't talk something out, that we've got to pull a knife or a gun. School shootings are down. Don't say that too loud. You discovered Opal's farm the other day off LaSalle Street. Opal Lee. I've never been to her farm. I've met her. Gosh, I don't know how to answer that one. The birthday party is Saturday, July 19th, so we're about 5 weeks away. Okay, so Cleburne, let me know for sure if this Saturday is going to be good for y'all. 10 of you this Saturday, and then more later. Okay. Yeah, just text me and tell me. Okay, let's do the sponsors. Yellow Snake Horses, Brazos River Ranch. You can go horseback riding on the Brazos. You take Interstate 20 down to Millsap, and you can ride horses for almost 2 hours for $75. Eric Walsh is on the board of directors at Larry's Kids. He's in the real estate business. Good guy. Dub Peacock's A-Bird AC and Heating Inc. They take care of any of your issues with heat or air. A service call is $95. Dana Lang, Dana Sells Cowtown, real estate person, very knowledgeable about Fort Worth history. Pat and Richard Carr, Dickie Carr Sand and Gravel. They have done lots of great things to help people in our city and our community. Steve Coburn, Coburn's Catering. They've been in business since 1946. They used to have Coburn's Cafeteria there. When I was a kid, I ate there several times, sometimes every day of the week. Fort Worth Lumber Company is down off Interstate 35 South. They've got a huge complex down there. Building materials, plans, or you just want to get their opinion on something, all you got to do is go see them. K Ranch Roofing, Jorge Hernandez. If you think you've got roof damage, call. You'll get Bree, the office manager, and they'll have somebody come out and check it out for you. There's no charge for that. Brandon Cross, Cross Electric. Okay, thank you. Alma is in. Cross Electric, residential or commercial. They've gotten lots of good reviews off our members. Jenny Stewart, State Farm Insurance. You know what I call the big three: State Farm, Allstate, or Farmers. They're all about the same. It's which one can save you money. Cost you absolutely nothing to call them. Old South Pancake House, 2 locations. One in Burleson that they close at 9 or 10 at night. One on University is open 24/7. You can get breakfast all day or all night. Optimus Club of Fort Worth. There's several Optimus clubs all over the world. But they do lots of great stuff for youth, both boys and girls. Railhead Barbecue, Charlie Guerin is on Larry's Kids board. He's also a state rep, and he owns Railhead. And we got a notice, I got a notice yesterday from that North Texas Giving Day. They raise money for nonprofits in North Texas. We missed it last year because we hadn't gotten the paperwork back from Austin yet for our nonprofit. But this year I gave them, they wanted me to approve our comptroller, Lindsay McGuire, to be able to manage our account, and I did. So hopefully we'll get some money from that North Texas Giving Day. They raised like $48 million for different groups last year in a week or so. Businesses or individuals get to write off part of their donation to a nonprofit. Okay, we've got American Senior Benefits of North Texas. We've got Jason Smith and Andrew Wallace. So if you've got Medicare, Medicaid questions, these guys are experts, believe me. They know the answers. Sherry's in. Judy's in. Okay, Cleburne, so you're all right. 10 for Saturday, right? 8:30. I'll be here earlier if y'all want to get here earlier. So Andrew and Chasen are our Medicare and Medicaid with American Senior Benefits of North Texas. Rains Plumbing, it's a family-owned business. They've done lots of work for our members, and they pride themselves on customer satisfaction. Tri-State Dent, Jason and team out there, they come to you. They'll work with you on your deductible if at all possible. They do hail damage, door damage, minor dents. Thank you. Rex's Bar and Grill, like I said earlier, July 19th, about 5 weeks away, is our birthday party at Rex's Bar and Grill. It's in the old Macaroni Grill building on University, next to Old South Pancake House, where he owns that also. This Rex's is like the Taj Mahal of sports bars, believe me. Schwartz and Hanson are our architectural sponsors, and they're also very active in the bicycle giveaway. Stroud Auto Supply, they're in the Riverside, Haltom City area. It's not very often that you see an independent auto supply go head to head with AutoZone, O'Reilly's, all of the big ones. Phelps Family Auto Care, Mike Phelps and his team out there, they're in the Burleson, Fort Worth area. They've done a lot of repairs for our members. G2 Garage is in the White Settlement in Fort Worth area. Chris is the team leader out there. So if you're in that area, or if you live out there, you probably already know Chris or G2. Go by and visit, take your car or truck in, van, whatever you got. They can fix it. Dickie Carr is Richard Carr's nephew. He owns Grateful for Your Trees. Okay. They do everything with trees. Trim them, cut them down. Now, with all these storms and high winds, I've seen trees down everywhere. Don't wait till everybody else has already called them. Call Dickie Carr and get them out there to get your tree damage fixed up. Fort Worth Florist, Jeanette and her team have sent flowers all over the world for our members, and we're greatly appreciative. 817-244-2345. Stinger's Bar and Grill in Azle. It's in the old Mark Dean building on the feeder road of 199 and Main and Stewart. And they're also owned by the same folks that own 5 restaurants that are our sponsors. Blue Mountain Cafe. Their food is consistent. It's the same every time. It's never varied any, and I've eaten at all of their locations. And they give you big portions. Great home cooked food. Scott Sumner is our IT guru. He can build you a website or answer any technical issues you've got. Okay, so that's confirmed then. Saturday at 8:30. 8:15. Cool. Takes about an hour. 10 people take about an hour and a half. Thank you. Clay Winstead Paint and Body. I've been doing business with the Winsteads for 40 years. These people are very, very good at what they do. They're on White Settlement Road, 1 block west of Roberts Cutoff. Okay, what else are y'all wanting to talk about? Thank you, Jimmy. Richard, do we have an update on Mary Ann? Richard Johnson's wife, Mary Ann, is in the hospital. We've been praying along with Michael Resendez's mother and himself, Brittany, everybody else. George, you can, what, can you be here early, 8:30? The more the merrier. $10 a person. And when you come, buy a t-shirt or a cap. They're $20 each. We have made absolutely zero money this week. Zero. Okay, brother. 1633 Rogers Road. Richard, no, you can send me a message if you want me to. We're praying for her. Does she have her phone? Does she see the... Tell her we love her and we're praying for a recovery. And if, somebody asked me yesterday if she could have visitors, and I told them I'd have to ask. So post again if you want to on this feed what hospital she's in. She's in the Moncrief building, isn't she? Or I think that's what she told me. Yes, headlights are $20. That's total. That's not each headlight. Yeah, we can do those in the rain or whatever. We need to have a no rain dance. Anybody else? Lots of graduations. God, don't you wish you was back graduating? These riots remind me of the Vietnam riots. I don't know what's wrong exactly with Marianne. Richard is on the feed. You can, if it's sensitive and he doesn't put on here what it is, or just messaging. I don't know what. He told me he'd keep me updated, but he just let me know that she was in the hospital. She was just at the luncheon last Saturday. Trying to answer 3 deals here. Is it raining in South Texas? I don't really want to know. Don't tell me. When you make no money and you have bills coming in from several directions. We did get an update on Eric Hale. He's at home. He's been fitted with his prosthetic, and he's got a wheelchair and he's moving around. Richard said she's doing a lot better. She can have visitors. She's at Moncrief Tower Building B, room 327 and 3rd floor. There you go. Gene Broadway was at the lunch last week. We ate at Angelo's. You bet. What else? So Marianne Johnson is at the Moncrief Tower Building B, room 327, 3rd floor. Let's go visit her, people. Yeah, that's the worst place in the world to be, is a hospital. I mean, it's really not, because they're fixing you, but it's a lonely. I know when I was there for an extended stay in the 80s, it's pretty lonely. Okay, so nobody else? Who is our roof sponsor? K Ranch Roofing. You can go on the feed right now and look at all of our sponsors, or you can go to fortworthmemories.com and we have our sponsors. And we need a tire store. We need a roadside assistance. We need a paint contractor. We need a flooring contractor. We need all kinds of people. A dentist. We're like a city. We're 131,000 plus people. So we need everybody. Every type of business. And I post your stuff every day and talk about you. Anybody else? Don't know what day the 4th of July is on. I can tell you right quick. 4th of July is on a Friday. So we will be closed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, not many people get cars washed on 4th of July. Nope. You know, a couple of years we had our birthday party and a 4th of July picnic same day. And we had it at the deal in Riverside. I mean, in River Oaks. What's the name of it? Burgers Lake. Yeah, buddy. We did do that. Well, I don't know. Hold on, let me find the comment. Surely we got more than 3 comments. Okay, I'm gonna... Bill, you might just direct message Richard and he can tell you. Let me write down that info. So she is in the Moncrief Tower. So what hospital is that? That's Harris, right? Moncrief Tower. Building B, room 327, 3rd floor. Oh, it's All Saints. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have a business right across the street. So it's at All Saints. Gotcha. Okay, boys and girls, I'll post a prayer request and we can pray for everybody on the planet, the good guys, the bad guys, the protesters, the non-protesters. Tire store, we don't have one yet. I use Sam and Brad at Fort Worth Tire, but we need a tire store. Now we need a roadside assistant, you know, a wrecker. My car won't start, I need a tow. Whatever happened to Charlie Hillard? They're on Brian Irvin Road. I don't even know what they're calling it. It's still called Hillard, isn't it? Or is it? They're out there on Brian Irvin. When the king died, well, even... Yeah, it was after the king died they moved. You know, when I was on 1015 West 7th, next to the Firestone for 23 and a half years, right down the street was King Charlie, Jack Williams, the McDavid brothers. There was Jimmy Worthy, Forest Park, Chrysler, Plymouth over on Forest Park. And University, there was dealerships. They were all over the place. They were all centrally located. And I think the big car manufacturers forced them to go out. They had to be out off of a main freeway or something. Yeah, old King Charlie. I can remember when I was doing the bike drive downtown in the 80s, I would go by Jack Williams and I'd say, Mr. Williams, you going to help me with my bicycle giveaway? And he'd say, yeah, Larry boy, I'm going to help you. How many did King Charlie tell you? And I said, I'd make up a number, 75. Well, I'll give you a 90, or I'll give you 100. Because back in those days, I didn't have the internet. So all I had was the car dealers, which I did work for all of them, and my detail customers. The McDavid brothers. Oh, the big one, the biggest donation ever from a car dealer was Century Chevrolet, Bill McKay. So in 1989, I gave away 840 bikes. Yeah. I post pictures of Hillard Rent-A-Car down on 7th Street, and that was, I don't think that was the King, I think that was Junior. And then he went off to fly airplanes, and so they put Hiley in, Randy Hiley. He was the general manager, and he ran Hillard forever. Richard Johnson out on, I think that was his name, out on 35, had the Dodge dealership. What's his name? What was the name of that Dodge dealership? We had the McKinney brothers. They had all kinds of dealerships. All of my used car dealers gave. J.C. Fletcher, Danny Sides, all the guys on Lancaster, and all the guys on 28th and Belknap. Woods, James Woods. Up until last year, that was the biggest year I ever had. 1989, I gave away 840 bikes. No internet. And it was mostly, well, it was probably 750 of those bikes were from new car stores or used car lots. Believe me, I bugged them every year, just like I do now. I call these businessmen. That's why I start early. Some of the guys on my board of directors, I don't know when they start, but when I call some of them, they only get a phone call from me about once a year. They say, oh hell, is it that time again? Yep. How many bikes can you give my kids? So this year, we will go over 20,000 bikes since I started, which is over $1 million worth of bicycles. We've given away 19,550 bicycles through last year. I've got about 50 over in the detail area already. Yeah, we'll go. The goal this year is 1,400. I need your help. I need you buying bicycles, toys, helmets, or volunteering. Yep, it's already the middle of June. Time flies when you're having fun. Can we have people be more productive than using a hammer to tear up concrete sidewalks to throw at the police? How ridiculous. I hope they put every one of them in jail. I mean real jail. Not go put them in for an hour and let them go. Put them in there and leave them in there for 30 or 40 days. Disrupt their deal. You don't get anywhere with all these violent protests. And then to have the governor or whoever's saying these are peaceful protests, hell, that just shows y'all's ignorance. You must not open your eyes up. What else? I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear from somebody. She was diabetic. Wow. We're going to pray for her, Richard. Yeah, you can make a donation to the museum. I don't ever get any. And this is the only museum in Fort Worth that's about Fort Worth. Okay, gotta go. I hear a car pulling up. So I will see y'all